Have you ever thought about how much story can be packed into just a single sentence? I mean, an entire visual world. Well, today we're going to break down a perfect example of this, a real masterclass in concise storytelling. We'll see how every single word works together to build a whole narrative. Okay, so here it is. This sentence right here. This is our entire source material for today. Now, I know what you're thinking. It kind of looks like something you just type into an AI image generator, right? But if you look a little closer, you'll see it's so much more than that. In just 35 words, it gives us a complete story. We've got a setting, a character, a specific action, and even a point of view. So let's dive in and unpack how it all works. All right, so first things first. Every great story needs a world, a place to happen. And in this sentence, the setting is way more than just a simple backdrop. It's really the foundation. It's what gives the whole story its mood, its scale, its feeling. So the sentence kicks off with Denali National Park, and that choice is super deliberate. It doesn't just say, some mountains. It names a real place, a place we associate with raw, untamed wilderness. Right away, that sets the tone. We're already thinking grandeur, maybe a little bit of isolation, and definitely adventure. And then it adds another layer on top of that, with the snowy peak of Denali in the background. See, it's not just any mountain. It's a specific, iconic landmark. That single detail just reinforces the epic scale of this place. You can feel the challenge of the environment. And just like that, the background isn't just scenery anymore. It's almost a character itself, towering, majestic, and maybe even a little bit dangerous.
Okay, so we've got this incredible stage, right? But a stage is pretty empty without an actor. So now let's shift gears and look at how this sentence builds our main character. It's amazing how just a few super specific words can tell us everything we need to know about her.
And here she is, a young, adventurous woman. This phrase immediately drops a clear archetype right into our minds. We get her. We understand what she's about without needing pages of backstory. She's all about energy, independence, curiosity, that modern spirit of exploration. Then we get this one little detail that's so specific, a messy bun. And come on, that's not just a hairstyle, is it? It's a total cultural signal. It immediately tells us she's practical, she's authentic, she's focused on the experience itself, not how she looks. It makes her feel real, instantly relatable. And next up, the yellow backpack. Why yellow, you might ask? Well, think about it. In this huge, mostly muted landscape of Denali, a yellow backpack is going to be a bright focal point. It makes her pop. It's this little splash of human individuality against the vastness of nature. It also kind of hints at being prepared, and maybe even a little bit of optimism. So you have to ask, why these specific details? Why not a ponytail or a blue backpack? It's because these details are not random at all. They're like a carefully selected shorthand that we all culturally understand. The messy bun, the yellow backpack, together, they build a really specific, recognizable, and let's be honest, aspirational character for today's audience. And it does it all in a split second. All right, so every character needs a reason to be there, a motivation, right? So what is our adventurer actually doing out there in this huge wilderness? Well, her purpose is made totally clear with just one single, focused action. Notice her action isn't passive. She's not just, sightseeing or taking a selfie. She is actively engaging with the world around her. Using binoculars to spot wildlife, that creates a forward motion, a narrative drive. She's on a little quest, right? A hunt for a genuine connection with nature. It gives her agency, a real purpose. And this right here, this is the core dynamic of the whole story. On one side, you've got the vast, wild stage, Denali, the wildlife. And on the other, you have the very specific tools and identity of our human actor, the woman, her backpack, her binoculars. The whole story, the whole narrative, lives right there in the space between them. It's about a single, prepared person engaging with the awesome scale of nature. So, we have our place, we have our person, and we have our plot, our action. But there's one final piece to this puzzle, and it's a big one. How are we seeing all this? The technical language used in the sentence, well, that tells us everything about the feeling, the emotion, and the story's whole point of view. Now, these might just look like technical jargon, but trust me, they completely shape our experience. 4K and photorealistic, that's all about making it feel real, making it immersive, like we're standing right there. But the real key is this phrase, cinematic travel vlog shot. That one's huge. It tells us we're not watching some detached, sterile nature documentary. No, this is a personal story. It's emotional. It's told from a human perspective. It's her adventure, and we're being invited to come right along with her. So, let's put it all back together now. When you combine all these individual pieces, the setting, the character, the action, and the way it's all being filmed, you can see exactly how this one sentence manages to build a complete and honestly really compelling narrative. You see how every single element just works together in perfect harmony? The huge, awe-inspiring setting gives our relatable character a world to explore. Her clear motivation, that gives the story a real purpose. And the immersive style makes us feel like we're a part of it all. It all just clicks. Everything connects seamlessly. And really, that's the magic of it, isn't it? This one single sentence has transported us. We've gone from just reading a few words to having this fully realized image in our minds, this vista that's packed with grandeur, emotion, and story. It's just an incredible example of how powerful and precise language can be, building entire worlds inside our heads. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? Maybe it's just a new way of looking at things. You know, the next time you're scrolling and you see a photo or watch a quick video clip, just pause for a second. Ask yourself, okay, what's the setting here? Who's the character? What's the action? How are these things being put together to tell me a story? I think you'd be pretty surprised at the complex little narratives that are hiding right there in plain sight.